What if beauty itself became a curse? What if the gift that made the world adore you was the same thing that doomed your heart? This is the story of a woman whose beauty challenged the gods, and whose doubt nearly destroyed love itself. Stay until the end, for this legend carries a lesson that still speaks to every heart today. For in the ancient lands of Greece, beneath golden skies and marble temples, her name was Psyche. She was born mortal, yet her beauty shimmered brighter than sunlight on the sea. Even the wind whispered her name, carrying it across mountains and valleys. People traveled for days just to glimpse her face and bow as if before a goddess. But while mortals worshipped her, one goddess burned with fury. Aphrodite, the true goddess of beauty, saw her temples empty and her pride wounded. In jealous rage, she summoned her son, Eros, the god of love himself. "Strike her heart," she commanded coldly. "Make her fall for a beast unworthy of her beauty." Eros obeyed, taking his golden bow and descending quietly to the mortal world. But when he saw Psyche sleeping under moonlight, his hand trembled. Her beauty was not proud, it was gentle, almost sacred. He hesitated, and the arrow slipped, piercing his own heart. In that instant, love itself fell in love with the mortal it was sent to punish. From that moment, fate began to weave their story in golden threads of longing and loss. Days later, Psyche felt strange whispers follow her wherever she went. Suitors stopped coming. Flowers wilted at her touch. Even her family began to fear that her beauty had angered the heavens. Her father sought answers from the oracle of Apollo, trembling as he prayed. The oracle's voice echoed from the dark, "She shall wed no mortal man, but a winged serpent feared by all." The word struck like thunder. Her father wept, yet obeyed the prophecy. He led Psyche to a lonely mountain, wrapped in mourning cloth. Psyche stood still, her hair whipped by cold wind, her fate sealed. But as night fell, a gentle breeze, the west wind, Zephyrus, lifted her from the cliffs. She floated through clouds and drifted into a dreamlike valley below. When she awoke, she found herself in a palace of gold and marble. Invisible hands served her, unseen voices sang her name. At night, a shadow entered her chamber, speaking softly through the dark. "Do not fear," said the voice. "I am your husband. Trust me, and you will know happiness." Though she could not see his face, Psyche felt warmth in every word. Night after night, they spoke and laughed, and love bloomed in the darkness. But in her heart, curiosity began to stir like a restless flame. Her sisters visited her, their smiles sharp with envy. "What if he hides a monster's face?" they whispered. "What if you are living a lie?" Those words poisoned her mind. That night, Psyche lit an oil lamp beside her sleeping husband. And when she saw him, her breath caught, it was Eros himself, radiant with golden wings. A drop of burning oil slipped from her lamp and fell upon his shoulder. Eros awoke, his eyes filled with heartbreak. "You doubted me," he said softly. "Love cannot live where there is no trust." His wings opened wide, and he vanished into the night sky. The palace crumbled, leaving Psyche alone in cold silence. She wandered through valleys and deserts, calling his name into the wind. Even the rivers wept for her sorrow. At last, she knelt before Aphrodite's altar, begging for mercy. The goddess appeared in light, beautiful and cruel. "If you wish to see him again," said Aphrodite, "prove you are worthy of love." She gave Psyche 4 impossible tasks, each crueler than the last. The first was to sort a mountain of seeds before dawn. Ants rose from the earth to help her, working until every grain was in place. The second, to gather golden fleece from savage rams. A whispering reed told her to wait until dusk, when the beasts rested. The third, to collect water from a deadly river guarded by serpents. An eagle of Zeus swept down, filling her vessel with divine water. The final trial, to descend into the underworld and bring back a vial of beauty from Persephone. She returned with it, but curiosity overcame her. She opened the vial. A dark sleep spilled out, and Psyche fell to the ground, until Eros found her, kissed her awake, and love was reborn through forgiveness. True love is not proven by sight, but by trust, the light that survives even the deepest darkness.